What up, everybody? This is Jeff, and welcome back to my channel, Food Delivery Guru. So, yeah, I've been doing a little Chuck Norris missing in action. For those of you that are my age, I just hit my 50th birthday, which was July 31st, y'all. So I just kind of been partying and, living life. My wife took me out to Clear Lake this weekend, and I got to do some crappie fishing and some catfishing and just kind of relax and, soak in the mountain air and look at the mountains. But things have been great for me, and I don't have any complaints. Made well over $4,000 last month. Thank you, DoorDash. And I will just say this, that having access to early scheduling at 3 p.m. has benefited tremendously. So anyway, enough about me. I wanted to step out on the limb and give my prediction on this new DoorDash Pay Model that they're going to be implementing here pretty soon. Now, I've looked at a ton of YouTube videos, and there's a lot of tubers out there that won't even touch it. And then, pretty much everybody's, wigging out, trying to figure out what's going to happen. All the drivers going to get crapped on, which normally we do. But with DoorDash, I think it's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to try to be positive, as much as I try to be positive, and just say that I don't believe, and this is my prediction, that DoorDash is going to change the minimal pay per order. And that's stepping out there on a limb, guys. But I'm going to give you some facts, and I'm going to explain to you why I feel this way, okay? So here's the deal. Minimum pay, especially up here in Sacramento, $6, okay? Regardless of the fact, if a customer orders food, okay, and DoorDash and the customer tips $3, okay, the order is going to be $3. It's going to make the minimum, or whatever the case is. That's just not going to change. All DoorDash is going to do is just make sure that we are getting the tip, and the tip is not supplementing something that they're supposed to be supplementing, okay? So, the order may only pay for the distance and the time or whatever. It may only pay $3, and the customer tips $3. Guess what? We can get $6, okay? That's not going to change. If the order's $3 and the customer doesn't tip, you think drivers are going to want to take them orders? They're not going to take them orders, and DoorDash don't want that to happen, okay? So they're going to go ahead like they would normally do and add to make it a minimal order. They're going to continue to do that. And here's the reason why they're going to continue to do that, okay? So I talked about in my last video how they do all these stacking of orders and adding on orders and multiple orders, whatever you want to call it. Any order that you get above and beyond that is added to an order that you already have, or like you get 2 or 3 orders at one restaurant, normally the first order you will get will pay you, $7, $8, whatever the case is, example, and everything else is going to be, whatever your minimal pay is for your area. And in my case, it's $6, okay? If they had to give those $6 orders that they gave to me, if they had to give those to an individual driver, they would have to give those drivers more money. Whether it was 80 cents, whether it was $2 more, it's still extra money that they would have had to put on that order in order for it to add up appropriately, okay? And so when DoorDash adds on all these orders, they're putting all that money back in their pocket. So all that extra money that they're putting back in their pocket, they can go ahead and add on to orders when customers don't tip. It don't matter. I mean, that's just a cost of doing business. They don't want drivers to not accept orders, okay, and, if the order is too low, because then customers are not going to get their food because no driver wants to take it. And then DoorDash is going to not only have to refund the customer, but they're going to have to pay for the food that was probably made because no driver wanted to take the order, okay? Or what DoorDash will have to do is they will have to go ahead and add to make the order worthwhile, which is doing a whole lot. So that's what I'm saying. I don't believe with as much app glitches that DoorDash has, I don't believe that they're gonna even try to risk, drivers not taking orders that are underpaid. Because, if you look at every YouTuber, they will all tell you, if you're not taking orders that are at least averaging $1 a mile, in most cases, it is a waste of your time. I don't know why drivers take $3 and $4 orders, because I'm not ever taking $3 and $4 orders. They are not worth it. When you look at, let's just take an example. Let's just go out on a limb. 4 $4 orders, that's $16 an hour. If you were able to get all 4 of those orders done in an hour, which is very hard, but let's just say you got them done, that's only $16 an hour. That doesn't account for your taxes. That doesn't account for your gas. That doesn't account for the depreciation in your vehicle. That doesn't account for a whole bunch of stuff. So when that $16 that you just made, that's now down to $11, $10, $11, $12 maybe. That's why we tell you drivers don't take them crappy orders. You might say, oh, well, I need the money, but in essence, what you're doing is you're robbing yourself, and you're actually delivering the order for damn near free, because you're taking your time and using your gas. And if you actually kept track of it, you would see that you were losing money. That's why the YouTubers say don't take those low orders, because it's not worth it. Now, if you're going to get a good tip or whatever the case is, then that's something different. But knowing what the order is up front as far as cost is really the best way to do business with the drivers when it comes to these apps. Okay, so my 3 things is the stacking of orders. DoorDash is making a lot of money off of that, so they can still add to orders when customers don't tip. Number 2, they don't want to piss off any customers. They don't want to lose any money to restaurants for drivers refusing orders because they are low pay. Like I said, this is my prediction. This is my opinion. Okay. And number 3, DoorDash just purchased a whole nother company called Caviar, which is a whole nother delivery company. Now, I didn't look into the reason why they purchased it, but you don't just purchase companies without a reason. Okay? So they got plenty of freaking money. So all y'all tripping and thinking, oh my God, the world's coming to an end. It's not. Just chill, relax. This is all in the workings. These companies don't do these app changes, don't do these pay changes without testing stuff in the markets first. I'm pretty sure DoorDash is testing, this whole new pay thing in a nice small little region, to make sure that it's going to work. Now, as far as incentive-wise, we may lose incentives. I mean, I don't see, the incentives staying. And I'll say the pre-posted incentives. And what I mean by pre-posted is the ones that they post letting us know what the incentives are going to be for the week. Like, there's an incentive for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay? And we find out those incentives on late Sunday night. And then they, on late Thursday night, they post, or early Friday morning, they post the incentives for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think those might go away. I don't believe all the incentives are going to go away. I think they have to keep incentives to get drivers out if regions get busy, or they have to keep incentives for days that, they know are going to be busy based on, history of, ordering, as far as specific days or holidays or something like that. So, all in all, I don't think it's going to be too bad. Like I said, we probably will lose some things, but those things that we're going to lose, for some drivers, it's not even going to impact. Now, if we lose pre-posted incentives, it's going to damn impact a whole lot of us drivers like myself, because we are making a killing being able to have access to early scheduling at 3 o'clock. So, just, so you guys know, I make a lot of money off of pre-posted incentives, and I hope it doesn't go away, but if it does, you know me, I'll always figure out a way to make my money. Anyway, leave your comments, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but we'll see what happens, y'all. Y'all make that money and drive safe out there. Peace.